That is, the first development of roads in India was taken up by the Jayakar Committee. So, what is the Jayakar Committee? After the First World War, motor vehicles using the roads increased in a very high rate, and this demanded a better road network which can carry both the bullock cart traffic as well as the motor vehicles. The existing roads were not capable to withstand the mixed traffic condition. A resolution was passed by both the chambers of the Indian legislature in 1927 for the appointment of a committee to examine and report on the question of road development in India. In response to the resolution, Indian Road Development Committee was appointed by the governor with Imar Jayakar as chairman in the year 1927. The Jayakar Committee submitted its report by the year 1928. The most important recommendations of the Jayakar Committee has been divided into four parts. So, what was the first part? The first recommendation of the Jayakar Committee was that road development in the country should be considered as a national interest, as this has become beyond the capacity of provincial government and local bodies. So, the highway development in India has been considered as a national interest. So, what was the second recommendation of this committee? An extra tax should be levied on petrol from the road users to develop a road development fund, which is known as Central Road Fund. That is implementation of taxes from the persons or the people who were using petrol vehicles. So this tax was considered as Central Road Fund. What was the third recommendation? A semi-official technical body should be formed to pool technical know-how from various parts of the country and to act as an advisory body on various aspects of the road. That is, a technical body or semi-official body have to be formed which will take care about the different considerations of the highway development in India. And this technical body that was formed was Indian Road Congress. And what was the last recommendation? The last recommendation of the Jagger Committee was a research organization should be instituted to carry out research and development work and to be available for consultation. And this research organization was nothing but the Central Road Research Institute, that is CRRI, which was established in the year 1950. So basically, these four are the recommendations which Jagger Committee implemented, and we shall go through these portions later on. So what are the other acts and the bodies? Motor Vehicle Act, which was established in 1939 and revised in 1988. Nagpur Road Conference, which was formed in 1943. National Highway Act, which was formed in the year 1956. Highway Research Board was formed in the year 1973. National Transport Policy Committee, that is known as NTPC, which was formed in the year 1978. So first of all, we will study about the Central Road Fund. So what is Central Road Fund? Based on the authority of a resolution adopted by the Indian legislature, the Central Road Fund was formed on 1st March 1929. The consumers of the petrol were charged an extra levy of 2.64 paisa per litre of petrol to build up this road development fund. 20% of the annual revenue is to be retained as the central reserve, from which grants are to be given by the central government for meeting expenses on the administration of the road fund, road experiments and research on roads and bridge projects of special importance. The balance 80% is to be allotted by the central government to the various states based on actual petrol consumption or the revenue collected. Next, the technical body, Indian Road Congress. Indian Road Congress was formed in the year 1934. The Indian Road Congress was constituted to provide a forum for regular pooling of experiences and ideas on all matters affecting the planning, construction and maintenance of roads in India, to recommend standards, specifications and to provide a platform for the expression of professional opinion on matters relating to road engineering, including such questions as those organizations and administration. Central Road Research Institute was formed in the year 1950 at New Delhi for research in various aspects of highway engineering. The CRRI is one of the national laboratories of the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. The institute is mainly engaged in applied research and offers technical advices to the state governments and the industries on various problems concerning roads. Next, we come to the Motor Vehicle Act. In 1939, the Motor Vehicle Act was brought into effect by Government of India to regulate the road traffic in the form of traffic laws, ordinances and regulation. This act was revised in the year 1988. Next is the Nagpur Road Conference. What was the Nagpur Road Conference? A conference of chief engineers of all the states and provinces was convinced by 1943 by the Government of India at Nagpur to take an initiative for developing plans for the country as a whole. In this first 20-year development plan, popularly known as the Nagpur Road Plan, all roads were classified into 5 categories and a 20-year development program for the period of 1943 to 1963 was finalized. At the end of this plan, the target road length was aimed at 16 km per 100 square kilometer area. Next is the Highway Research Board. The Highway Research Board of the Indian Road Congress was set up in the year 1973 with a view to give proper direction and guidance to road research activities in India. And lastly, National Transport Policy Committee or NTPC. The Government of India appointed the National Transport Policy Committee in the year 1978 to prepare a comprehensive national transport policy for the country for the next decade. So these are the boards and the bodies and the programs that were developed in India for highway development after the independence.